Charlie turned up in our yard this week and brought a friend of his called Rick. And Rick had one of those newfangled flying machine thingies called a quadcopter. And 5 minutes later it was hovering 100 feet over our heads and showing us things we've never seen before. And there's our house, still looking a bit bedraggled after a long winter. And past the house is the orchard, and that blue thing is an old horse box which we use as a hen house. Over the ash tree that's only just come into leaf, weeks later than usual, and on down to the bottom ponds with willow plantations in between. I don't know how interesting you will find this, but we are amazed and very excited to see our place from such a different perspective. After the ponds, he went over our boundary and over the neighbours' wonderfully overgrown fields. We are very lucky to have such a nature reserve on our doorstep. Long may it last. The camera wasn't quite angled enough to show the horizon, but you'll get an idea of the wider landscape here, all looking green now that the grass has finally started to grow. And here's our neighbouring ruin. It had a roof on it when we first came here 10 years ago, and now it's looking romantically overgrown and crumbling. And there's our place looking from the north, with the patch we're still ploughing on the left, waiting for it to dry out again so we can finish the job. And now we're over the vegetable garden. And coming into view at the top of the picture is the potato patch. Still waiting for them to come up, but at least we got them in. And all those little dark dots are dollops of manure we laboriously put in between each of the potatoes. And in the field beyond, there seem to be straight lines in the surface we've never seen before. Old field boundaries, perhaps. Coming into land now and avoiding the biggest tree in the area, our ash tree, the one we look at every morning while we drink coffee on the porch, but we've never seen it like this before. And there's our little house, and we love it just as much now as when we built it. Wow, what a trip! And we didn't even leave the yard. Thank you, Rick. What a pilot! And what a wonderful machine it is. And what a wonderful age we live in to have such machines. And aren't we lucky to live in such a beautiful part of the world?